out on the sea, searching for something that really found me. I didn't know it, but it drew me to it. Soon I was full of its passion in me. I'm Italo Labignan. 40 years I've fished the world and have learned it's not just about catching the fish, the size of the fish, or the numbers. It's about appreciating every sunrise and sunset, the smell of the sea, savoring the culture and the fish with friends. Here's the catch. It's the total experience. Presented by Bear Reels, versatile, precision, handcrafted hybrid center pins. Seabreeze boats, tame the oceans. Raymarine Electronics. Raymarine, simply superior. It's another awesome day in Florida, and I'm heading out with my good friend Karl Kustor, aka Mr. Leguano Shoes North America. Our plan is to head out in the Gulf to see if we can get some nice eating size snapper. Not too big, just enough for a nice meal. We're starting out early so we can take advantage of calmer seas, since we're running up to maybe 30 miles offshore. Our boat of choice for this trip is the 23-foot Seabreeze center console. Did I mention that I have this feeling that it might get a little lumpier when we get offshore? Yep. I'm trying to set up our bottom fishing rigs and we're rocking and a-rolling. Tying terminal tackle and staring inside the boat is a great way to test if you're susceptible to motion sickness. I focus on the task at hand and getting rigged up, and just ride the rollers as they come. I make sure knots are tight so that even a big fish won't disconnect. Today we'll be using bait fish that I pre-cut and froze just for this trip. First thing I do is separate them and split them up in a couple of containers so if the fishing gets hot, we can have them handy to hook up. Time to deploy the motor guide so we can engage the GPS anchor. This is where the 72-inch shaft keeps the 23-foot Seabreeze in one spot, even in these wavy conditions. With the waves making the boat go up and down, this is where it helps for me to keep my balance and my head away from the fiberglass. Wouldn't want to chip it with my head. Electric motor in, it's riding the waves and holding us in position. So what I do, Karl, I take the narrow end,
yep,
the tail, and I just hook it up here.
Okay.
So I want it to drop as fast as possible. And then just put the other one, roughly where it's going to be in.
Okay.
Just so it hangs straight down, right?
Perfect.
Yeah, reel, reel, reel. Get him up. You're doing good. Let's see what you got. Hopefully it'll be a nice snapper, Karl.
Yeah.
So what do you think of this rock and roll fishing, Karl?
It's like good old-fashioned rock and roll.
Have you caught one of those before?
No, I haven't caught this species, no.
It's a species of jack. They got a really nice white meat.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very good eating. Now, traditionally, I throw the first fish back. Are you okay with that? I like that. Come on. What are you? Good fighters. This is, a challenge to keep your balance when it's this wavy. And it's a triggerfish. What's with these? We don't want triggerfish.
Look what we got.
You know what that's called?
Yeah, I got it.
Remora.
That's right. They like
Man, you're a man of variety.
Yeah.
Okay, pliers, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they suck under the sharks, those ones, don't they?
If it was warmer, I'd ask you to lift up your shirt and you could stick it right to your chest.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be on the best spot if the conditions aren't good. It's tough fishing. So I told Karl we'd have non-stop action, and things sometimes don't turn out the way you plan them. I've got something that feels heavier, but It's not fighting very much now. This is going to be, maybe it's a small grouper. And we're actually fishing a spot that's traditionally a nice snapper spot. Oh.
Oh yeah, this is the better fish.
Okay, get him up, get him up. Yeah, I've got a small grouper. Come here.
Oh, nice. I got something with some meat on her.
Yeah, get him up. Crank, crank, crank. Maybe they're moving in. This is good.
Oh yeah.
Keep the pressure on them. I'm trying to do this without pliers and it's not working out so good. Let me get my pliers. Double header. Things are quiet and then all of a sudden things happen. You can do it.
I can do it.
You know, so how's the family? How's your wife doing?
Wife's doing great.
Does she know how much fun you're having
I got a cow.
Oh, you got a big one. Good fighters, eh?
Yeah, they are good fighters.
Look at, do you see the teeth from there?
Look at those choppers.
Oh yeah, bottom and top.
Wow.
Look at it. Yeah, they're pretty big. Look at it.
Oh, they eat crustaceans, don't they?
Oh yeah, I think they eat everything.
Yeah.
You know, whatever they can get. And you know what? This guy's got a very small barb at the top. I wonder if he lost it, broke it. Anyway, he's gonna go flying, okay?
Okay.
And he's gonna be back. They're fast.
They
I
are.
thought you had a nice snapper or grouper
Oh,
on the way it was fighting.
That was good.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a good fight.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Look at that baby go.
I'm just here for moral support. Hanging onto the leaning bar. Let's see. It's
another cow.
What is with the triggers? This is going to be a trigger fish show.
It is.
We catch a bunch of fish and have fun, but there's no fish in the cooler. I decide to move and look for another reef. Waves have calmed down, but it's still roly-poly. I putt-putt at slow speed so I can get a good bottom reading, and we lower our lines down again. Okay, I just want to compare. I'm not sure. Which one's bigger? Oh, they're close. I don't think so. Good job. Seas are getting smoother, and we continue to catch a mix of fish with a few lane snapper. Good sign, as we're planning on having some snapper for dinner. Come on. Little scrapper, little snapper. Not a monster, but a good eater.
Feels like dinner to me, guys.
Hope it's not one of those lizard fish. How does it feel?
A lot of shaking going on here. Whole lot of shaking. I'm giving up a little bit now, though.
It's a nice snapper. You know what?
Oh, very
good
nice.
Sized fish. That is a gorgeous shred. Nice fish, eh?
Oh, what a fight.
Good
What a beautiful fish. Nice fight.
Looking good.
Oh, another little snapper.
You're on a roll.
Yeah.
We've got birds to keep us company all around the boat. Some diving birds. It was funny because earlier Karl actually had a bird go down and grab his bait off the bottom. I'm not sure what kind of a fish it was. Hey, nice snapper. Oh, come on. Nice fish. Here. These are such great eating and they're so plentiful. Hey, look at nice. Look at some of these are really nice. Look, they're nice and cold. Beautiful. They're going to be great for dinner.
Felt better at the beginning.
Well, let's see. Snapper.
Nice snapper.
Good job.
Cooler's looking better and better all the time.
Man, we're getting so much action. Trying to get some of the bigger fish. These guys are keeping us busy. Come on. Come on. Nice head shakes. Come on.
Oh,
Nice one.
that's a good sized grouper.
You're getting a little bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice fish. Look, beautiful.
Nice fish. Nice looking
gorgeous?
fish. Yeah.
Gorgeous looking fish.
Nice markings, nice colors.
When you're bottom fishing and the bottom is sticky and you're using a 4-ounce weight, sooner or later someone, I'm not going to mention any names, is going to get stuck on the bottom and most likely lose their rig. That's when it's time to re-rig. For our smaller snapper fishing, we're using a 4-aught snelled hook on a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader. Fluorocarbon has a hard surface and it's important to tie your knot tight as you can so it won't release if you're fighting a bigger size fish. Come on.
Oh, yes.
Come on. Where's the whoppers? Where's the whoppers? I'm not complaining. We're doing great with the squirrels.
We are.
We're looking after those, oh, silvery fish. Look, look. It's a, yeah. Big head shake.
Holy snappers.
Come on. There. Look. Nice eating size lane. Closed captioning brought to you by Leguano, natural barefoot technology for every adventure. The sky is getting to look darker, and we're moving and stopping to fish one more spot before we head back. You know, we had strong winds, big waves. Now we got a front moving in. We can see some rain. So we're trying to get a few fish in. Oh yeah, it's a nice fish. Come on. Snapper. Nice snapper. Good eating fish. You know, it's nice when you can actually come out and get the fish that you're planning on getting, targeting. Isn't that a nice, healthy fish? Gorgeous. Okay. Good hookup right in the top of the mouth. Look at beautiful lane snapper. He's gonna be awesome eating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Give it stick, nice and easy. You can do it. I know you don't need any coaching, Carl. Oh yeah, that's a nice red. Come on over here. Hopefully it'll stay on. Okay, you got your keeper red.
All right.
So was he just on, or was there tap?
He was tap, and then he went bang, and I just...
Yeah, he wanted to check it out, then he inhaled it.
He did. He did a good job of that. Beauty.
Okay, I don't know if I can get that out with my glove on. Okay, come on. So what I did there, look, I actually put my finger, because it's a big enough hook, I slid it right down where the bend is, pushed back, kind of like a hook out, and it came out without getting into my glove. That is a nice fish. We had lots of mixed fishing action, but now it's time to head back, and we're both looking forward to a fresh lane snapper dinner. Sometimes you don't have to catch trophy fish to have a successful fishing day. We got a lot of nice mixed catches today. I'll take a nice catch of eating size snapper anytime. This afternoon, I'm going to start by scaling each snapper. Smaller, fresh lane snappers scale easy, especially if you use a scaler. I make sure to get all the scales off the sides of the fish, the belly, and the back. When you scale fish, I always take care not to hit one of the dorsal fins with my hand. I try and do a production line where I scale the fish first. Once they're all scaled, I carefully rinse them off with fresh water and rinse the fish cleaning table off. Next, I take each snapper and insert the knife behind the head down to the vertebrae, and then angle the knife towards the spine of the fish, and work the tip down to the dorsal spine. When I get to the tail, I gently open the fillet and work the knife down to the anal fin and right through to the tail. I repeat the same process on the other side of the fish and continue to do the same with the rest of the snapper. These snapper may seem small, but they have very nice fillets that are chunky and easy to remove. Once all the fillets are rinsed off, I proceed to remove the small bones along the ladder line. This is easy since the scaleless skin is on, which helps to keep the fillet whole. The flexible, sharp fillet knife with a nice point really makes this part easy. Once all the fillets are boneless, they're all rinsed off again, and any small fin rays are removed. The rest of the fillets are bagged and frozen for us to enjoy later. Tonight we are going to grill the fillets on a grill mat that I coat with butter. I love butter and make sure the entire grill mat is well covered. Next, I season the fillets by starting on the skin side. I pat the ingredients in, flip the fillets over, and season the flesh side. Again, I rub the seasonings in to make sure that the nice white flesh absorbs all the flavors. The grill warms up to 250 Fahrenheit, and it's time to lay the fillets skin side down on the grill mat. I space them apart to make sure they all get even heat. I check the fillets after cooking for about 5 minutes, gently turn them over, and then let them cook for another 2 minutes, and they are ready to enjoy. Karl, this is like fresh. I'm not talking like market fresh. This is Gulf of Mexico fresh. So I think you probably caught all of these. What I'm going to do is just turn it upside down so that you still see the color from the laying snapper, because I left the skin on there. 3, and you're going to get 1 more. You don't have to eat the skin. Okay, Karl, this is the test. Try a piece, and then we're going to talk about stuff, because I'm curious about some stuff. So, shouldn't be overcooked. I know that you've had restaurants and stuff. Is it moist enough, I hope?
It's very good.
Maybe a little bit heavy on the seasoning.
A little bit heavy on the seasoning, yeah.
You sound like one of those judges. I'm like, you know, like
no,
on TV.
It's good, it's good.
We'll try another piece. You started from the right end, because that's the thick end. I think it's just a really nice mild fish.
Oh, it's a great fish. It's so good.
They could have been blackened.
Tender.
It could have been blackened a little bit, but I decided to do them so that they're like moist inside. So, Karl, I've got some questions for you. Number 1, what's a nice guy like you doing in Florida? I know you came down to fish with me, but what do you got going on?
Well, we're down here for a little enjoyment. I've had a great couple of days with yourself, and to promote a fabulous new product, which is only 4 years into North America. It's a barefoot shoe that's handmade in Germany. Great product, over 100 stores in Germany. Great for comfort, good for your health, good for your posture, good for your lower back. Just a fabulous product that's handmade.
So I'm curious, did you go hunting for footwear, or did they contact you? How did you end up finding Liguano?
Well, I think it was destiny. We were over in Germany in February of 2015 watching my daughter Angela, who's one of the co-founders with me on this project, play field hockey in the World Cup of indoor field hockey. After leaving Leipzig, we drove to the great walled city of Rothenburg. Beautiful city, middle of February, there was nobody there. Few shops open, very few tourists. So while I was walking around town, I seen this store that was opening up, and it intrigued me. The footwear intrigued me. It was like something I'd never seen before. And I wasn't looking for a new business venture, because I just sold one the month prior. But I saw this product. I went and asked about it. They explained the product. It was such a great product. My wife Debbie came in and tried a couple of pairs of shoes on, absolutely loved them. So away we went, wore them for a couple of days, contacted them, said, where can I buy these? Can I buy these on Amazon? Can I buy these in the US? Can I buy these in Canada? Can I buy them on eBay? And they said, no, they're not available.
Wow.
Yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm your guy. I'm gonna bring these shoes to Canada. So before I left Germany, I had already negotiated Canadian rates. I came back to Canada, got my website up, got my business license up, got my first order in. I flew back over to Germany less than a week later with my daughter Ange. We went over and trained and worked with the Germans for a week and a half, and before we left, we had also negotiated US rights to the product.
I can confirm they're awesome shoes. I mean, I wear them, you know, for shore fishing. I wear them in the boat. Anybody that's fished with me has said, like, what are those? You know, and I explained to them the Liguano, barefoot technology, you know. They're so soft. And one thing that I do, don't tell anybody, a lot of times when I'm running 20, 30 miles, I'll actually sit on my, you know, seat and leaning bar, and I'll use one foot on the throttle and the other foot on the steering wheel, because they're so soft they don't mark anything.
No.
But because of those stubs that they have, you know, they hold really well. And sometimes when I'm walking the dogs, I'll walk and I drag my feet. You know what I mean when you get tired?
Yes.
They haven't gone down. Like, you know, I thought that they would wear down, so I don't know what the heck the material is. It's a very strong material, the sole of the shoes.
Yes. So Italo, this sole is made from a material called Lifolid.
Okay.
It's a patent material. It's toy grade.
What's toy grade?
Toy grade means there's no lead or toxins or chemicals.
Okay, so it's safe for kids.
You know, a kid could bite it, you know, and with no worries that there's something in it that's harmful. There's nothing harmful. It's just the purest of materials. The sole itself is so flexible. The foot is very complicated. It has over 60 different muscles and bones and for movement. And it's important that we exercise, bend, flex, strengthen our feet along the way. This shoe does whatever my foot tells it to do.
Yeah.
It lives by my foot's rules. The normal shoe, we put our foot in it, we tie it tight, and it's like having our foot in a cast.
I agree.
It's being on a platform. Yeah. So your foot does not move, does not stretch, does not flex, and does not strengthen. We go to the gym, we lift weights, we eat fish oil for our brains, we run for our heart, but we don't do anything for our feet. And our feet are the core. It's the foundation.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
It's the foundation. If you got bad feet, everything else hurts.
You did well. We didn't have ideal conditions. You know, it was a little rough getting out, especially 30-some miles offshore. The fish weren't really cooperating. You got to admit we had to work to get our fish, but we got enough fish to have a nice meal. You caught the biggest grouper. You might have caught the biggest snapper. So I'm pretty impressed. I mean, for being a greenhorn here, you did okay. You know what? We can talk later. I'm Italian, so I talk the best when I eat. So you might as well, before this gets really cold, enjoy the snapper. And then you know what we're doing tonight?
We're going fishing for more snapper.
We don't have an obsessive compulsive problem. We're just gonna fish all night. So don't worry about sleeping. You know, I know you're driving tomorrow. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Fishing.
Fishing, yeah.
Well, working, yeah. Basically.
So as they say in Italian, mangiata.
You got it. We're doing it. One day I wandered out on the sea, searching for something that really found me. I didn't know it, but it drew me to it. Soon I was full of its passion in me. I'm Italo Labignan. 40 years I've fished the world and have learned it's not just about catching the fish, the size of the fish, or the numbers. It's about appreciating every sunrise and sunset, the smell of the sea, savoring the culture and the fish with friends. Here's the catch. It's the total experience. Presented by Bear Reels, versatile, precision, handcrafted hybrid center pins. Seabreeze Boats, tame the oceans. Raymarine Electronics. Raymarine, simply superior.